All right, welcome back to another technique video. In this video, we're going to go over how to add power to all your strikes. So a lot of times, especially with traditional martial arts, they don't really use their body. They try to just throw from the shoulders, right? No matter what they're throwing, whether it be a chung choi, jik choi, hook, karate chop, whatever the technique is. Everyone tries to kind of throw it with their shoulders. Maybe some places will kind of learn to teach the pivot. There's a lot more to that. I'm going to show you in a couple simple steps. The first thing you want to understand is there's something called the 3 harmonies, right? There's 6 harmonies total. There's 3 external, 3 internal. The 3 external are hand strikes the same time the foot lands. The second harmony is the elbow and the knee sink together, and then the shoulders and the hips twist together, okay? All 3 of these harmonies are for good mechanical advantage, right? It doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are. You can add a lot of power to all of your strikes just by following these 3 simple steps. So as an example, right, from a side view, I want my fist to hit the bag or my sparring partner or whatever, same time my foot lands, okay? As well as twisting my body out, right, if it's kind of like a jab, twisting my hip and my shoulder out at the same time. And if I were in Tai Chi, we do a lot of sinking and floating, I want to sink as well. So as I'm sinking, my elbow and my knee are going to come down together, okay? Now you don't have to you can do this a lot of different ways. If you're a boxer, you have some boxing background, right, you can turn it all the way over. If you're karate or whatever you do, you kind of just do your karate reverse strike, whatever your strike is. Doesn't really matter what strike it is, as long as you follow those harmonies, okay? In Tai Chi, we use a lot of gua choi. So I mean, it's an axe strike, right? Axe or hammer fist. So for this one, I will get in my stance, I'll step, and I want my body to land and my strike to land at the same time my foot does. So we'll bring Nick in and we'll show you how this adds a little bit more power. Okay, application of the harmony. So Nick here, he's my opponent. He has his guard up. We're gonna strike his guard just for practical purposes, right? And we're gonna go with gua choi like we talked about earlier. So just here, if I were to just strike here, no moving, no anything, just, you know, practice. I'm striking his arm. If he really forces his guard up, right, and he's got a real strong guard, it's really not much to that. If I step and use all those harmonies together, right, it's not only does it break his guard, it opens up for more strikes, okay? So allowing my body to use all of its mechanical advantage. I'm a big guy, I'm 215. Nick's also a pretty good guy, he's about 600. I mean, I'm kidding. He's about 195, right?
About, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So he's a pretty good guy too. He's been training for a while, he's got a decent guard. So just using that mechanical advantage, and even this, you can use the same thing for blocking as well. So if Nick throws a punch towards my face, right, I do that same thing. I take a step into it and I sink, and I'm allowed to break into his guard a little bit more and follow through with whatever I want to follow up with, okay? It's a really simple way to add power to all of your strikes. Following through, okay, that's another thing you can do. So if, let's say this is my target, I don't want to strike here, I want to strike through. I know everyone says this, but very few people actually do it. What that means is I'm not stopping here, I'm not stopping until my body physically stops. Okay, this is just in the way. If I'm trying to go for his leg, this arm, his shoulder, his stomach, hips, everything is in the way. I'm trying to go through all of that, okay? Everything follows through together. Then you can follow it up with more strikes. The hand landing doesn't mean it has to be hand in front foot or hand in rear foot. You can mix them up. If Nick has his guard up, I want to strike here, strike his chest, I can land my hand-foot harmony off my front hand and my rear foot, right? Just from a simple, real jik choi. Nothing, no crazy. I'm not really stepping in with it much. I'm just kind of sinking my foot down. So that covers it for this lesson, and we'll see you next one. Thank you.